Your kind needs to wait outside. A white receptionist earning $42,000 a year says this to a black CEO's face while looking at his black skin like it's contamination. William Hayes is a black CEO who built a company serving 156 schools. He's here for 9 a.m. meeting about $3.2 million in funding. Confirmed appointment. $1,500 suit. She sees black skin and points to exit. Outside. 28 minutes. He watches 4 white men walk through without questions. She smiles at them. The black CEO waits outside like trash. Her manager watches security cameras, sees William there, checks log, goes pale. The black man she degraded is the CEO they need desperately. All recorded. Stay because 14 black victims said she did this to them. Pinnacle spent $2 million silencing complaints, and one black CEO brought evidence no one could deny. Cameras caught it. Victims spoke. Company exposed. Justice came. 6:15 a.m. William's alarm breaks the dark. Emma's already awake. School uniform laid out on her bed, 8 years old and methodical like her father. "You got this, Dad." She loops his tie, navy blue against white cotton. Her small hands know the pattern. Tuesday mornings mean pitch meetings. Tuesday mornings mean the tie. William smiles. "We got this, baby." 12 years. Public school teacher to CEO. EduBridge Technologies. Software connecting underserved schools to college prep resources. Mentorship networks. Scholarship databases. What started in a garage in 2013 now serves 156 schools across 8 states. 23 employees. Real impact. But impact needs scale. Scale needs capital. Pinnacle Ventures. $850 in assets under management. Series B gateway. National expansion. This meeting took 6 months to arrange. 32 slides. $3.2 million ask. 1 shot. William drives. NPR murmurs traffic reports. A 5 crawls south toward downtown. He rehearses the opening. Education shouldn't depend on zip code. Clean. Direct. True. Emma's backpack sits in the passenger seat. He'll drop her at school after. She insisted. "I want to see you before you do the big thing." The big thing. Teaching her that preparation meets opportunity. That her father belongs in rooms where decisions get made. He taught U.S. history for 8 years. Watched students with perfect grades get rejected from universities because they didn't know the hidden rules. Didn't have someone to edit their essays, didn't understand financial aid timelines. The system wasn't broken. It was designed this way. So he built a different system. EduBridge started with 17 schools in South Seattle, then Tacoma, then Portland, then Sacramento. Teachers tell him it works. Students email from freshman dorms at UW, Oregon State, Cal Poly. "I wouldn't be here without your platform, Mr. Hayes." He parks. Downtown Seattle. Glass towers reflecting March clouds. 8:47. 13 minutes early. Professional. Prepared. He checks his reflection in the car window. Charcoal suit. Oxford's polished. The pitch deck weighs almost nothing, just paper and data and 12 years of proof. The elevator rises. Floor numbers glow and fade. Floor 23. Confidence, not arrogance. The doors open. Pinnacle Ventures reception. Marble floors, white walls, floor-to-ceiling glass overlooking Elliott Bay. Morning light cuts sharp through the windows. Coffee scent from somewhere. The low hum of HVAC. Professional space. Power space. Stephanie Harris sits behind the reception desk. 20-something. Neat blazer. Computer screen casting blue light on her face. William approaches. "Good morning. I have a 9 o'clock with Richard Brennan." She looks up. 2 seconds. Her expression changes. Not rude, not polite. Something else. Practiced indifference with an edge underneath. Name? William Hayes, Edubridge Technologies. He shows his phone. Calendar invite. Richard Brennan's name right there. 9 a.m. Confirmed. Stephanie's eyes flick to the screen. Back to William. She doesn't reach for the phone to check. Doesn't pull up the visitor log. I'll need to verify. Can you wait outside, please? The words land clean, polite, unmistakable. Outside. William blinks. I'm sorry? Outside the glass doors. I'll come get you when we're ready. The meeting's at 9. It's 8:54. I understand. Please wait outside. She's already looking back at her computer. Conversation over. William stands there. 3 seconds. Then turns. He pushes back through the glass doors. Stands in the hallway. 8:56 a.m. William stands outside glass doors. Inside, Stephanie types. The lobby is visible through the glass. Empty chairs, coffee station, elevator bay beyond. He checks his phone. Meeting confirmed. Richard Brennan, managing partner. 9 a.m. The calendar doesn't lie. 8:58. The elevator opens inside. A white man in khakis and a polo shirt steps out. No briefcase, no visitor badge visible. He approaches the desk. Stephanie smiles, waves him through. No ID check, no waiting. He disappears down the hallway toward the conference rooms. William watches. 9:03. The elevator again. 2 white women, business casual, laughing about something. They approach Stephanie's desk. Brief conversation, inaudible through glass. Stephanie gestures toward the hallway. They walk through. No verification, no waiting. William is still outside. 9:14. An older white man steps off the elevator. Coffee cup in hand, newspaper folded under his arm. Stephanie nods at him. Morning, Greg. He waves, walks past. William's jaw tightens. He's watching the pattern now. 4 people, 4 white people, 0 waiting. He looks at his phone. 9:16. Meeting started 16 minutes ago, or should have. No call from Brennan, no text, no running late message. Through the glass, he can see the conference room hallway. Empty. 9:22. 28 minutes. The lobby door opens. A white man in his late 30s, Pinnacle badge on his belt, rushes toward the glass doors. His face, something's wrong with his face. Color draining. Thomas Grant, operations manager. William doesn't know his name yet, but he'll learn it. Thomas pushes through the doors. Mr. Hayes? Yes. I am so sorry. Please come in. William doesn't move immediately. Lets the moment hold. I've been waiting 28 minutes. I know. I'm so sorry. There's been a miscommunication. Please. Thomas holds the door. William steps inside. Stephanie's face stays neutral. No apology. No acknowledgement. She types. Thomas walks fast. Conference room B. Mr. Brennan he's not here yet, actually. Traffic. He's running about 10 minutes late. Can I get you coffee? Water? William stops walking. I was told to wait outside for a meeting that hasn't even started. Thomas's face does something complicated. Fear and embarrassment and calculation all at once. There's no excuse. I was reviewing our security footage for something else and I saw you standing out there and I checked the log and your meeting was confirmed and this shouldn't have happened. Security footage. William files that away. Where's the conference room? Thomas leads him down the hallway. Conference room B, long table, leather chairs, whiteboard clean and waiting. William sets his briefcase down. The pitch deck stays inside. I'll let Mr. Brennan know you're here the moment he arrives. Again, it's on camera? Thomas freezes. I'm sorry? You said you saw me on security footage. It's recorded? Me standing outside for 28 minutes while other people walked right past? Thomas's face confirms it before his mouth does. Yes. Our lobby cameras are... Yes. Good. Thomas leaves. William sits. The chair is expensive. The view through the window shows Elliott Bay, ferries cutting white lines through gray water. He opens his phone, thinks about the calendar invite, the confirmed meeting, the 4 people who walked through while he stood outside. Always walk in like you belong, he tells Emma every Tuesday morning. But what happens when they don't let you in? What happens when belonging isn't about preparation or credentials or 12 years of work? It's about something you can't change. William opens LinkedIn. Thinks about the camera. Thinks about Thomas Grant's face draining color when he realized. They knew. Someone inside knew this was on tape. The door opens. Richard Brennan walks in. Silver hair, expensive suit, hand already extended for a shake. William, so sorry I'm late. Traffic was... William stands, takes the hand, shakes it, but something's already shifted. The meeting happens. The pitch happens. Brennan nods at the right moments, asks surface questions, promises to circle back with the team. It's theater now, because William already knows. This isn't about the pitch anymore. 8 p.m. William sits at his kitchen table. Emma's asleep upstairs, Tuesday homework finished hours ago. The house is quiet except for the refrigerator hum. His laptop glows blue in the dark. LinkedIn is open. Blank post, cursor blinking. He could let it go. Could wait for Pinnacle's circle back email that might never come. Could file this under things that happen and move on. Except it's not just about him. William starts typing. This morning I arrived 13 minutes early for a pitch meeting at Pinnacle Ventures. I was told to wait outside. I watched through glass doors as 4 white visitors entered without question. I waited 28 minutes. I'm the CEO they invited. I'm the CEO they asked to wait outside. This isn't about one receptionist. This is about who gets assumed to belong, about who has to prove they're supposed to be in the room, about credibility being measured by skin before credentials. I've spent 12 years building EduBridge technologies from a garage to a platform serving 156 schools. My company was invited to pitch for Series B funding, but I wasn't invited into the lobby. I'm not sharing this for sympathy. I'm sharing this because I have a platform to speak. How many others were told to wait outside and didn't have that? This isn't isolated. This is a pattern, and patterns need light. William reads it twice. His hand hovers over post. Emma's voice from this morning. You got this, Dad. He clicks. The post goes live at 8:07 p.m. By 8:30, 200 reactions. By 9, 800. By 10, 2,000. Comments flood in. This happened to me at a law firm interview. I'm a partner there now, but I remember. I'm a Pinnacle employee. This is true, and it's not the first time. Unacceptable. Full stop. How is this still happening in 2025? By midnight, 12,000 reactions. The algorithm catches it. LinkedIn promotes it. Seattle tech community sees it. Then national. William's phone buzzes constantly. Texts from his board, from investors, from former students who saw the post shared, from people he hasn't spoken to in years. And media. Seattle Chronicle. Can we talk? GeekWire. Would you be willing to go on record? TechCrunch. We're covering this tomorrow. Do you have additional comment? William doesn't sleep. Wednesday morning. Pinnacle Ventures, floor 23, 8th floor executive offices, email chain. Subject, urgent, Owen incident. From Thomas Grant to Richard Brennan, Amanda Foster, HR director. Time, 6:42 a.m. LinkedIn post viral. Hayes equals EduBridge CEO. The $3.2 million deal we've been courting for 4 months. He's the CEO. Stephanie turned away. Lobby camera footage confirms. He stood outside 28 minutes. 4 other visitors, all white, passed through without holds. This is bad. From Amanda Foster. To Richard Brennan, Thomas Grant. Time, 7:03 a.m. Pulling Stephanie's file now. 5 previous informal complaints over 3 years. All resolved through coaching. No formal write-ups. Why weren't these escalated? From Richard Brennan. To Amanda Foster, Thomas Grant. Legal time, 7:18 a.m. Conference call, 8 a.m. PR firm on standby. We need 3 statements drafted by noon. Internal, external, media. Do not use the word discrimination. Frame as miscommunication and process failure. Emphasize our commitment to diversity without admitting fault. Amanda, dig into Hayes. Any complaints at his company? Anything we can use to muddy this? From Thomas Grant. To Richard Brennan. Time, 7:31 a.m. Richard, with respect, he has the receipts, calendar invite, timestamp, camera footage, witnesses. We refused entry to a CEO we were actively recruiting. The optics are what they are. From Richard Brennan. To Thomas Grant. Time, 7:35 a.m. Optics are manageable. Get me the PR draft by 10. By Wednesday noon, Pinnacle has drafted 3 statements. None mention William's name. None say discrimination. The external statement reads, "We are reviewing our visitor protocols to ensure all guests receive consistent professional service." Consistent. Professional. Service. The words do nothing, because by Wednesday afternoon, the Seattle Chronicle publishes a breaking news alert. Black CEO details discrimination at Seattle VC firm. And Jennifer Collins, investigative reporter, sends William a direct message on LinkedIn. "I've been covering workplace discrimination for 6 years. I want to investigate this properly. Are you willing to go deeper? Because if this happened to you, it happened to others. And I can find them." William reads the message 3 times. Going deeper means more exposure. Means Emma hearing about it at school. Means investors asking questions. Means turning a bad morning into a public campaign. But Jennifer's right. If this happened to him, a CEO with resources, with a platform, with 12 years of credibility behind his name, what happened to people with less armor? He types back, "Let's talk." By Wednesday evening, Pinnacle's damage control is failing. The LinkedIn post has 18,000 reactions. Local news picks it up. National outlets call. The story spreads because it's specific enough to be real and universal enough to resonate. Pinnacle's stock price, private company, but whispers circulate among investors, takes a hit in informal valuations. 2 portfolio companies quietly request new liaison partners, and Richard Brennan realizes something that turns his stomach cold. They didn't just reject a visitor. They rejected their own deal. William Hayes wasn't asking for funding. Pinnacle was courting him. They needed EduBridge's growth metrics and social impact story for their diversity portfolio. And they made him wait outside. Thursday morning, Richard Brennan doesn't call William. He calls William's lawyer. The conversation lasts 4 minutes. Professional, careful, every word measured. "We'd like to reschedule the pitch meeting. Find a time that works for Mr. Hayes. We're committed to moving this partnership forward." William's lawyer, Sarah Chen, calls him immediately. They want to salvage it. Brennan himself called. That's unusual. "What did you tell him?" "That I'd relay the message." "What do you want to do?" William sits in his home office. EduBridge Slack channels are exploding with support. His team knows. The whole tech community knows. Emma asked this morning why her teacher mentioned Daddy's name during morning announcements. "Tell them no." Silence on the line. "William, tell them no. I'm not rescheduling. They're trying to make it right." Sarah, they didn't make a mistake. They revealed who they are. I don't do business with institutions that don't see me. You're walking away from 3.2 million. I'm walking away from people who made me stand outside for 28 minutes while they decided if I belonged. Money doesn't fix that. Sarah exhales. Okay, I'll draft the email. You want to review it first? No, just make it clear. We're done. The email goes out at 11 a.m. Subject: EduBridge Series B discussion. Mr. Hayes appreciates Pinnacle's interest in rescheduling. However, after careful consideration, EduBridge is withdrawing from the funding process. We are pursuing partnerships with institutions whose values align with ours at every level, from the lobby to the boardroom. This decision is final. Thank you for your time. Richard Brennan reads it twice. His hand shakes slightly on the mouse. 3.2 million deal. 4 months of cultivation. Perfect diversity portfolio addition. EduBridge's growth metrics were exactly what they needed to show LPs they were serious about impact investing. Gone. He forwards the email to Amanda Foster with 2 words. Fix this. Amanda's response comes back in 30 seconds. Can't fix what we broke this badly. He has leverage now and he knows it. Internal Slack at Pinnacle. Channel: Operations Escalation. Thomas Grant posts at 11:48 a.m. Hayes withdrew. We just lost the EduBridge deal. Amanda Foster. Damage control mode. Who else knows about the lobby footage? Thomas Grant. Security has it archived. Standard 30-day retention. But if he requests it through legal channels, Amanda Foster. Can we delete it? Thomas Grant. Amanda, no. That's destruction of evidence if this becomes a legal matter. Amanda Foster. It's not a legal matter. It's a miscommunication. Thomas Grant. He has 12,000 people who think otherwise. Jennifer Collins, Seattle Chronicle, receives an anonymous tip Thursday afternoon. A Dropbox link. No message. Inside, a PDF. Pinnacle Ventures internal email thread. The entire Wednesday morning exchange. Brennan's instruction to dig into Hayes. Amanda's question about complaints at his company. The metadata shows the PDF was created Wednesday at 4:17 p.m. Someone inside Pinnacle exported these emails and sent them out. Jennifer reads them 3 times. This isn't just a receptionist making a bad call. This is leadership trying to bury it. She calls William. I just received internal Pinnacle emails. Someone leaked them. You need to see this. Send them. William, this changes things. They were trying to find dirt on you, actively looking for ways to discredit you while publicly saying they're reviewing protocols. This is institutional. William reads the emails, sees his name, sees anything we can use to muddy this. The anger is cold now, controlled. What do you need from me? I need you to let me investigate properly. Public records requests. Talk to other people who've interacted with Pinnacle. Find out if this is a pattern. Because if they did this to you, a CEO with resources, they've done it to others who couldn't fight back. How long? 2 weeks? Maybe 3? I'll be thorough. Do it. William hangs up, opens his laptop, types an email to his board. We're not taking Pinnacle's money. We're going to find better partners, and we're going to make sure this doesn't happen to the next person. He hits send. The reversal is complete. Pinnacle thought they were courting a CEO. Now that CEO is building a case. Jennifer Collins files a public records request Friday morning. Pinnacle Ventures is a private company, but they lease city property, the 23rd floor of a municipally owned building. That creates a paper trail. Seattle Office of Civil Rights. Request: any complaints filed against Pinnacle Ventures or its employees, 2023, present. The response comes back Tuesday, redacted, but not redacted enough. 5 case numbers, 5 separate complaints filed with HR between January 2023 and February 2025. Jennifer cross-references with court records, business filings, anything public. Then she starts making calls. Receipt number 4, the HR Cases case, number 2023 HR 089. Filed March 14, 2023. Maya Thompson, black woman, vendor for office supplies. She arrived for a contract renewal meeting. Stephanie Harris asked for additional identification beyond her driver's license and business card. Maya provided her corporate badge. Stephanie still made her wait in the lobby for 40 minutes while verification happened. The white vendor who arrived 10 minutes later walked right through. Maya filed an informal complaint. HR response. Coaching provided to front desk staff on verification protocols. Matter resolved. No formal write-up, no follow-up. Jennifer finds Maya through LinkedIn. She answers on the second ring. I remember that day, Maya says. I felt crazy, like maybe I was overreacting. But then I watched another vendor, white guy, no questions, just walk past me while I was still waiting. Did anything change after you complained? They sent me an apology email, generic, and I never got the contract renewed. They went with another vendor. Do you still have the email? Yeah, I keep everything. Case number 2023 HR 156. Filed November 3, 2023. David Park, Korean-American man, IT consultant. Arrived for a network security audit. Stephanie told him the lobby was at capacity and redirected him to wait by the loading dock entrance. There were 3 people in the lobby, all white. David's complaint: I was treated like a delivery person, not a professional contractor. HR response: discussed lobby management procedures with reception staff. No further action needed. Jennifer calls David. He's hesitant. I signed an NDA when they paid out my contract early. They paid you to go away? Silence. David, if there's a pattern of this, other people need to know. They paid me $28,000 to terminate the contract without cause and sign a non-disclosure agreement. I have a family. I needed the money. Can you tell me what happened without violating the NDA? I can tell you I wasn't the only one. There was a woman, Latina, I think, who interviewed there around the same time. We talked in the elevator once. She mentioned feeling uncomfortable at the front desk, too. Do you remember her name? No, but check their interview logs. Case number 2024 HR 023. Filed February 19, 2024. Carmen Ruiz, Latina woman. Interviewed for a junior analyst position. Stephanie asked her to wait in the hallway because the waiting area was being cleaned. Carmen waited 25 minutes. No cleaning crew ever appeared. 2 white candidates who arrived later were seated in the waiting area immediately. Carmen filed a complaint after she didn't get the job. HR response: interview decisions are confidential, reception protocols reviewed. Jennifer finds Carmen working at a competing VC firm. She agrees to talk off the record. I knew I wasn't getting that job the moment Stephanie made me stand in the hallway, Carmen says. It wasn't about my resume. It was about her deciding I didn't look right. Did you consider legal action? With what money? I was 24. I just wanted to move on. Case number 2024 HR 091. Filed August 7, 2024, Ahmed Hassan. Ahmed, Middle Eastern man, born in Seattle. Partner at a law firm. Arrived for a meeting about Pinnacle's compliance review. Stephanie called building security just in case. The security guard arrived, asked Ahmed for ID, verified his purpose. The meeting he came for had started without him. Ahmed's complaint was filed directly with Pinnacle's CEO office. HR response: security protocols are designed to protect all building occupants. Reception staff followed standard procedures. Jennifer tracks Ahmed down through the Washington State Bar Association. Standard procedures? Ahmed's voice is tight. I'm a partner at Morrison & Wells. I've been practicing law for 15 years. She saw my name, Ahmed Hassan, and decided I was a threat. Did you pursue it further? My firm advised me to let it go. Bad for client relations. So I swallowed it. Are you willing to go on record now? Pause. If it helps stop this? Yes. Case number 2024 HR 134. Filed December 2nd, 2024. Marcus Williams. Marcus. Black man. Delivery driver for a medical supply company. Brought a package to Pinnacle's office. Stephanie refused him access to the building bathroom. Told him to use facilities elsewhere. He had to walk 3 blocks to a Starbucks. When he returned with the bathroom key code from the building manager, Stephanie claimed she didn't know the policy. Marcus's complaint: I was treated with disrespect because of my race. HR response: employee reminded of building amenity policies, no disciplinary action required. Jennifer finds Marcus still working delivery routes. Yeah, I remember. I've been doing this job 12 years, never been denied a bathroom before. But that's what happens, right? You're black, wearing a uniform, and suddenly you're not human enough to pee in their building. 5 complaints. Same person. Same pattern. Marcus laughs, bitter. And she still works there, right? As of last week, yes. And receipt number 5. Camera footage montage. Jennifer files a court petition, public interest, workplace discrimination investigation. Judge grants limited access to Pinnacle's lobby security footage. The footage arrives on an encrypted hard drive. Jennifer watches 8 incidents over 26 months. December 2023. Black woman asked to show ID 3 times. White man behind her waved through. March 2024. Asian man told to wait outside. Building manager brings him in 15 minutes later, visibly confused. June 2024. Latina woman asked if she's sure she has the right building. She works there. She's a Pinnacle employee in accounting. September 2024. Middle Eastern man stopped at desk. Stephanie picks up phone, presumably calling security. He shows his business card. He's a portfolio company CEO coming for a quarterly review. November 2024. Black man in a suit. Stephanie asks if he's here for a delivery. He's a guest speaker for Pinnacle's internal diversity training event. Every incident. Stephanie Harris visible. Every incident. People of color questioned, delayed, doubted. White visitors pass through seamlessly. The metadata timestamps match 4 of the 5 HR case numbers. This isn't unconscious bias. This is a documented pattern. Receipt number 6, Slack messages. The same anonymous source sends Jennifer another file. Screenshots. Pinnacle's internal Slack workspace. Channel -- operations escalation. August 2024. After Ahmed Hassan's security complaint. Amanda Foster. Another one. Just settle quietly if he escalates. PR can't handle another incident before our LP meeting. Richard Brennan, COO. Agreed. What's the dollar figure? Amanda Foster. Standard. $30K plus NDA. November 2024, after Marcus Williams's bathroom complaint. Amanda Foster. This is the 5th this year. When do we actually address the root cause? Thomas Grant. You want me to fire Stephanie? Amanda Foster. I want you to document properly so we can fire her if needed. Right now we have coaching notes and no formal write-ups. If this goes legal, we're exposed. Thomas Grant. Noted. I'll start a file. Amanda Foster. Too late for that now. Just keep her away from high-profile visitors. Receipt number 7. The NDAs. Jennifer cross-references the names. 3 of the 5 HR complainants received early contract terminations or severance packages. David Park, $28,000. Contract terminated without cause. NDA signed November 2023. Carmen Ruiz, $35,000. Settlement for interview experience concerns. NDA signed March 2024. Ahmed Hassan's law firm, $32,000 paid to Morrison & Wells as consulting fee reconciliation. NDA signed September 2024. 3 separate payments, 3 separate NDAs. all prohibiting discussion of workplace interactions or concerns related to Pinnacle Ventures staff or operations. Jennifer calls David Park back. You said you signed an NDA. Did they explain why they were paying you? They said it was goodwill resolution. Make the problem go away. Did anyone from HR tell you other people had complained? No, they made it sound like I was the only one, that it was an isolated incident. Isolated, that word again. Jennifer maps it out. 5 documented HR complaints, 2023, 2024. 8 incidents captured on security footage. 3 NDAs totaling $95,000. 0 formal disciplinary actions against Stephanie Harris. She calls William Thursday evening, 2 weeks after his LinkedIn post. I have it. The pattern. 5 people filed complaints. 8 more incidents on camera. Pinnacle paid 3 people to stay quiet, and HR knew the whole time. They have a Slack channel where they literally discuss how much to pay people to make problems disappear. William is quiet for 10 seconds. 14 people? At least. These are just the ones I found. There could be more who never complained. What do we do? We publish. I write the story. You go on record. We name names. Stephanie Harris, Amanda Foster, the system that protected her. And we invite the other 13 people to speak if they want to. Will they? After they see they're not alone? I think so. If this story resonates, if you've ever been told to wait while others walked past, stay with me. Because the receipts are about to stack so high that denial becomes impossible. The Seattle Chronicle article publishes Friday morning, front page, digital and print. Pattern of bias, Pinnacle Ventures, systemic discrimination exposed. Byline, Jennifer Collins. 4,200 words, 8 documented incidents, 5 HR complaints, 3 NDAs, Slack messages, camera timestamps, interviews with 5 victims, 4 on record. William's story opens the piece. The other 13 follow. By noon, the article has 60,000 views. By evening, National Pickup, NPR, Washington Post, Bloomberg. Saturday morning, Pinnacle Ventures retains Sterling Reputation Group, crisis management firm, based in Seattle. Fee, $85,000 for 3-week intensive reputation recovery. Jennifer runs a background check on Sterling. Public records show 2 previous clients. TechCorp Industries settled a discrimination suit in 2023 for $1.2 million, and Riverside Financial, gender discrimination case, 2022, $800K settlement. Sterling specializes in making workplace discrimination stories go away. Monday afternoon, TechCrunch runs a follow-up piece. New angle. William Hayes, CEO or opportunist? Anonymous sources claim Hayes is difficult to work with, that he's leveraging race to gain attention, that EduBridge has internal culture problems of its own. The article cites former colleagues and industry insiders who question Hayes's motivations. No names, no specific examples, just insinuation. The article is retracted 6 hours later after backlash, but the damage spreads. Screenshots circulate. Whisper campaigns on founder Slack channels and VC back-channel emails. Jennifer traces the TechCrunch leak. The reporter received an anonymous tip with a dossier on Hayes. The dossier was professionally formatted. PDF metadata shows it was created using Sterling Reputation Group's document template system. Receipt number 8. The smear campaign has fingerprints. Tuesday, 2 of William's existing investors call. First call. William, we're getting questions from our LPs about reputational risk. Is there anything we should know about the discrimination claims? You mean the discrimination I experienced? We're just doing diligence, making sure everything's clean. Translation, they're nervous. Second call, 3 hours later. William, we've decided to exit our position early. Market conditions, nothing personal. We'll wire the remaining tranche and step off the board. 2 investors, $600,000 in bridge funding. Gone. William's CFO, Monica, sends a Slack message. We're okay for 8 months, but if we don't close Series B in that window, we're in trouble. Wednesday afternoon, Emma comes home from school crying. William finds her in her room, backpack still on, face buried in her pillow. Baby, what happened? Sarah's mom said you're a troublemaker. William's chest tightens. Sarah's mom said what? At pickup. She was talking to another mom. She said you're making things up to get money, that you're a troublemaker and we might have to move. Sarah Chen. Same last name as William's lawyer, but no relation. Sarah Chen's mother works in finance. Probably knows people who know Pinnacle. Emma, look at me. Sick. She turns. Eyes red. I'm not making anything up, I'm telling the truth. Sometimes telling the truth makes people uncomfortable. That's not the same as being a troublemaker. But what if we have to move? We're not moving. Madison said her dad said you're going to lose your company. William pulls her close. 8 years old. She shouldn't have to hear this. I'm not losing anything. But some people don't like it when someone speaks up, so they try to make the person speaking look bad. That's what's happening. Is it working? Honest question. Deserves an honest answer. A little bit. Some people believe them, but a lot more people believe me. Emma nods against his chest. I believe you, Dad. That's all that matters. But that night, after Emma's asleep, William sits in his car in the driveway. Doesn't go inside, just sits. The I-5 at midnight is empty. He could drive, clear his head, outrun this for an hour. His phone buzzes. Text from Monica. Another investor just asked for a board call to discuss strategy. This is bad. Another text. From a founder he respects. Hearing rumors about you. What's true? Another. From a former student, now at Stanford. Mr. Hayes, someone in my entrepreneurship class said you faked a discrimination story. I defended you, but I wanted to ask. The smear is working. William closes his eyes, thinks about Emma's question. Are we moving? He could stop. Could take a settlement. Pinnacle would pay. 6 figures, probably, plus an NDA that makes this disappear. He could tell Emma it's over. Could tell his team it's time to move forward. 47 emails sit in his inbox from the past week, all starting the same way. Thank you for speaking up. I was victim number 4. Seeing your story made me realize I'm not crazy. My daughter went through this at her law firm. She stayed quiet because she was afraid. You're giving people permission to talk. If he stops, they lose twice. Once when Pinnacle shut the door, twice when he closed it himself. William opens his phone. Texts Jennifer. How's the investigation going? Her response comes fast. Getting bigger. Found 9 more incidents. And I think I found someone on the inside willing to talk. He types back. Keep going. Pinnacle's public statement, issued Wednesday evening. We take all workplace concerns seriously and are conducting a thorough internal review. We cannot comment on individual personnel matters or active HR investigations. However, we firmly deny any systemic issues and are confident our policies reflect our commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. 53 words. Says everything and nothing. William reads it once. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. The words companies use when they don't want to say discrimination. Thursday night. William drives. No destination. Just I-5 south, then north, then south again. Rain starts. Soft at first, then steady. Windshield wipers beat rhythm. Radio off. Just rain and road and the weight of everything. Emma's question loops. Are we moving? He doesn't know anymore. The investor calls. The whisper campaigns. The parent at school pickup calling him a troublemaker. His daughter crying into her pillow because someone's mother decided 8-year-olds should carry their parents' reputations. This was supposed to be about a meeting, about 28 minutes in a lobby, about making sure it didn't happen again. Now it's about his company's survival, his daughter's peace, his own sanity. William pulls off at a rest stop, sits, engine running, heat on, rain drums the roof. His phone glows. 47 unread emails. He opens them. I'm victim number 6. I never reported it because I didn't think anyone would care. Thank you for caring. My son was told to use the service elevator at his internship. He's in college now, but he still talks about it. Your story matters. I was fired after I complained about treatment at my office. Seeing you fight makes me think maybe I should have fought too. Thank you for not being quiet. 47 people. 47 stories that sound like his. Some worse, some with no resolution at all. William's hands shake on the steering wheel. His phone rings. Michael Sanders, his mentor from teaching days. The man who told him to dream bigger than a classroom. Will. Mike. You still teaching? William almost laughs. What? You still teaching? Because that's what you're doing. You left the classroom because you wanted to change systems, not just help one student at a time. This is that. This is the curriculum. Mike, I'm about to lose my company. Maybe. Or maybe you're teaching the biggest lesson you've ever taught. Which is? That speaking up costs something, but silence costs more. You teach by doing, Will. Those 47 people in your inbox? They're learning they don't have to be quiet. Your daughter? She's learning her father finishes what he starts. William wipes his face. Didn't realize he was crying. What if I can't finish this? You finish it by not stopping, that's all. You don't have to win. You just have to not stop. They sit in silence for a moment. Rain on metal. Breathing. I'm tired, Mike. I know, but you're not done. They hang up. William sits in the rest stop for 20 more minutes, reads all 47 emails, every single one. Victim number 4. I stayed quiet because I thought it was just me. Victim number 9. My NDA expires next year. If you're still fighting, I'll join you. Victim number 12. My daughter is 8 too. I want her to see that standing up matters. William thinks about Emma, about the tie she helps him knot every Tuesday morning, about, you got this, Dad. He thinks about the students he used to teach, the ones who got into college because someone showed them the system wasn't unbeatable. He thinks about Stephanie Harris still working at that desk, about Amanda Foster still burying complaints, about the next person who'll walk into that lobby and be told to wait outside. If he stops, nothing changes. If he stops, Emma learns that trouble costs too much. If he stops, 47 people learn that silence was right all along. William starts the car, pulls back onto I-5, drives home, parks in the driveway, sits for one more minute. Then he picks up his phone, texts Jennifer. Let's go public with everything, all of it. Every name, every receipt, every lie they told. I'm not stopping. Her response is immediate. I was hoping you'd say that. I have something big. Can we meet tomorrow? Yes. William gets out of the car, walks to his front door, unlocks it quietly. Emma's asleep upstairs. The house is dark and warm and his. He's not moving. He's not stopping. He's finishing this. Friday morning, Jennifer's article, Part 2, publishes at 6 a.m. 14 voices, the people Pinnacle Ventures paid to silence. This time, it's not just William's story. It's Maya Thompson, waiting 40 minutes while white vendors walked past. David Park, sent to the loading dock. Carmen Ruiz, standing in a hallway while others sat comfortably. Ahmed Hassan, having security called on him for being Middle Eastern. Marcus Williams, denied a bathroom. And 9 more. 9 people Jennifer found through public records, through network connections, through people who heard the first story and decided they were ready to speak. 14 people, 26 months. Same receptionist, same HR director, same pattern of pay to silence. The article includes the Slack messages, the budget line items, the NDAs, the camera timestamps, everything. By 9 a.m., #CU Saul is trending on Twitter. By 11 a.m., it's on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. People share their own stories. Tech workers, finance professionals, lawyers, doctors, delivery drivers, students. This happened to me at... I was told I didn't look like I belonged at... Security followed me through my own office building. The hashtag becomes a repository. Thousands of stories, not all about Pinnacle, about everywhere. Monday morning, a GoFundMe launches. Support legal action against workplace discrimination. Organizer, Coalition for Workplace Justice, formed that weekend by 3 of the 14 victims. Goal, $50,000 for legal fees, investigation costs, support for victims who can't afford to fight. Hour 1, $8,000. Hour 4, $32,000. Hour 12, $94,000. 48 hours, $180,000. 2,300 donors. Comments flood in. $500 from our family. No more silence. I gave because this happened to my sister. She lost her job. She couldn't fight. $50. It's what I can afford. But I believe in this. The money isn't just money, it's proof. 1,000 people saying, "We see you, we believe you. Fight." Tuesday, March 23rd, 40. Seattle Tech CEOs sign an open letter. We stand with the 14 individuals who came forward to expose discrimination at Pinnacle Ventures. We commit to reviewing our own hiring, security, and reception protocols. We commit to transparency. We commit to accountability. 40 signatures, 40 companies, collective employee base, 18,000 people. The letter is published in the Seattle Times. Front page. Wednesday morning, Patricia Morrison's office receives a call. Patricia Morrison, Seattle City Commissioner, Office of Civil Rights. The caller is anonymous at first, then she identifies herself. My name is Catherine Morrison. I'm your daughter, and I'm victim number 8. Patricia goes still. Katie? I signed an NDA in 2023. Pinnacle paid me $32,000 to stay quiet about what Stephanie Harris did to me during my interview. I was 24. I needed the money. I didn't know you could help. I didn't want to embarrass you. Katie, why didn't you tell me? Because you taught me to handle things myself. So I did. I took the money and I moved on. But Mom, I can't stay quiet anymore. Not when 13 other people are speaking up. I'm ready to testify. Patricia Morrison sits in her office, looks at the framed photo on her desk. Katie, graduation day, University of Washington, 2022. She picks up her phone, calls her chief of staff. Schedule an emergency hearing. Pinnacle Ventures. Formal investigation into workplace discrimination. I'm recusing myself from decision-making due to personal interest, but I will testify as a parent. Make it public. Make it soon. Thursday, City Commission announces April 2nd, public hearing, Seattle City Hall, Room 3B. Pinnacle Ventures will answer questions under oath about patterns of discrimination, HR failures, and alleged retaliation. Open to press. Open to public testimony. William gets the notification. Texts. Jennifer. It's happening. She responds. 14 people, 1 hearing. They can't hide anymore. Across Seattle, 13 other people get the same notification. They're ready. March 26th, 3:30 p.m. Jennifer's phone buzzes. Unknown number. Encrypted email attachment. She opens it carefully. Virus scan. Clean. Subject line. You need to see this. The attachment is a PDF. 83 pages. Financial documents. Pinnacle Ventures Internal Budget Reports, 2023-2025. Jennifer scrolls. Standard line items, salaries, office expenses, marketing, legal fees. Then, page 47. Budget line item, legal settlements and contingencies. FY 2023 to 2024. $1,850,000 budgeted, $1,900,000 actual spend. FY 2024 to 2025. $2,000 budgeted, $1,340,000 spent to date. Variance note, 2023-2024. Over budget due to Q3, Q4 HR escalations. Recommend increased allocation for FY 25. Jennifer reads it 3 times. They didn't just react to complaints. They budgeted for them. $2 million annual allocation for settling discrimination cases before they became public. This isn't negligence. This is planning. She calls the number that sent the email. It rings 4 times. Hello? A woman's voice. Young. Nervous. This is Jennifer Collins. You sent me documents. I know. I'm Elena Rodriguez. I work at Pinnacle, CFO's office, assistant level. Why are you sending me this? Silence for 5 seconds. Because I've been processing these payments for 2 years. Every time HR escalates a case, my boss tells me to prepare a severance package. Without cause. Every time. And when I asked why we budget $2 million for legal settlements when we're a venture capital firm that shouldn't have that many legal issues, he told me to stop asking questions. How many cases have you processed? I don't know the total. I've personally done 11 payments in the past 18 months. Amounts between $25,000 and $50,000, all with NDAs, all marked HR resolution. But Jennifer, if we're budgeting $2 million a year, and we've been doing this for at least 2 years, Jennifer does the math. 2 million divided by average 35,000 per settlement. 57 cases, minimum. Elena, you're risking your job sending me this. I know. I have a daughter. She's 10. I watched her come home from school last week asking why people are mean to other people just because they look different. And I realized I'm helping a company that does that. I'm processing the payments that buy silence. This is huge. This changes everything. I know, that's why I'm sending it. But Jennifer, there's more. More? The budget documents reference a board memo from August 2024. Risk management discussion. I don't have access to board minutes, but if you can get them through legal channels, I think you'll find something. What? I overheard a conversation. My boss and Amanda Foster, after the Ahmed Hassan complaint. Amanda said, "We need to increase the settlement budget. This is a pattern now. We need to account for it structurally." Account for it structurally. Not fix it. Not address the root cause. Not fire Stephanie Harris or change protocols. Account for it. Budget for it. Systemize the cover-up. Jennifer cross-references the budget documents with the 14 known cases. Known settlements from her investigation, $95,000 total. 3 NDAs. But the actual spend in 2023-2024, $1,900,000. That means $1,805,000 in other settlements. At an average of $35,000 per case, that's 51 more people. 51 people who were paid to stay quiet. 51 people whose stories never got told. William's case wasn't an outlier. It was one of dozens. Jennifer works through the night. Cross-references public records, looks for any paper trail, finds 3 more names through business registration filings, people who left Pinnacle or terminated contracts in 2023-2024. She reaches 2 of them. Both signed NDAs. Both received payments. Both thought they were the only one. They told me it was a one-time thing, one says. That Stephanie had a bad day. that it would never happen again. Then they paid me $40,000 and I signed. Friday morning. Jennifer sends William a message. I have the smoking gun. Pinnacle has a $2 million annual budget for discrimination settlements. They've been planning this. They knew. And they did it anyway. William reads it sitting at his kitchen table. Emma's at school. The house is quiet. $2 million. They didn't just let it happen. They planned for it to happen. They made it a line item. He texts back, "Can we use this in the hearing?" "Yes, I'm submitting it as evidence today." Receipt number 10. The one that changes everything. Not incompetence, not isolated incidents, not unconscious bias. Systemic, budgeted, deliberate. April 2nd. Seattle, City Hall. Room 3B. 9 a.m. 43 people in attendance. Press in the back row. Cameras recording. City Commission panel at the front. 5 commissioners, legal counsel, court reporter. William sits in the first row. Jennifer beside him. The other 13 victims scattered throughout the room. Elena Rodriguez in the back, anonymous for now. Pinnacle Ventures is represented by Richard Brennan, Amanda Foster, and 3 lawyers. Commissioner Patricia Morrison sits in the observers section. Recused, but present. The hearing opens. William is called first. He walks to the witness table, places a folder down, sits. "Mr. Hayes, please state your name and occupation for the record." "William Hayes, CEO, Edubridge Technologies. Please describe the incident that occurred on March 12, 2025. William speaks for 5 minutes. Calm, measured, no emotion, just facts. Receipt number 1. I arrived 13 minutes early. I was told to wait outside. 4 white visitors entered without verification. I waited 28 minutes. Receipt number 2. My LinkedIn post went viral. 12,000 reactions in 4 hours. The community confirmed this wasn't isolated. Receipt number 3. Pinnacle's internal emails show they knew who I was and panicked. They tried to find leverage against me. Receipt number 4. 5 HR complaints filed between 2023 and 2024. Same receptionist, same pattern. All closed without action. Receipt number 5. Security camera footage shows 8 separate incidents over 26 months. Pattern of differential treatment based on race. Receipt number 6. Slack messages from HR leadership discussing how to settle quietly and avoid PR damage. Receipt number 7. 3 NDAs totaling $95,000 paid to silence complainants. Receipt number 8. Crisis PR firm hired to smear my reputation and discredit my story. Receipt number 9. 14 victims came forward publicly. GoFundMe raised $180,000 in 48 hours. Community mobilized. Receipt number 10. Internal budget documents show Pinnacle allocated $2 million annually for discrimination settlements. Over budget in 2023-2024 by $50,000 due to HR escalations. William pauses, looks at the commissioners. This isn't about one receptionist having a bad day. This is about a company that budgeted for discrimination. That made covering up bias a line item. That paid dozens of people to stay quiet rather than fix the system. He slides a document across the table. The budget report, highlighted. 14 of us spoke up, but these budget numbers suggest 51 others were paid to disappear, 51 people whose dignity was worth $35,000 and an NDA. Silence in the room. Richard Brennan takes the stand. Mr. Brennan, were you aware of the HR complaints filed against Stephanie Harris? I don't recall being briefed on specific individual cases. You don't recall 5 complaints in 2 years? HR handles personnel matters at the departmental level. Did you approve the settlements paid to complainants? I don't recall approving specific settlement amounts. Mr. Brennan, You're the CEO. You don't recall approving nearly $2 million in annual legal settlements? That falls under our general legal contingency budget. $2 million is general? Pause. I have many responsibilities. I don't micromanage every budget line. Did you authorize your PR firm to investigate Mr. Hayes' background? I authorized reputation management services, including attempts to find negative information about a discrimination complainant? We were conducting due diligence. You call smearing a victim due diligence? Brennan's lawyer interjects. Commissioner, my client has answered the question. 7 questions. 7 variations of, I don't recall. The commissioners exchange glances. The hearing lasts 4 hours. Testimony from William, Maya Thompson, Ahmed Hassan, David Park, Catherine Morrison. Catherine's testimony breaks Patricia Morrison visibly. Her daughter describing how she took $32,000 and signed away her voice because she was 24 and scared. Elena Rodriguez testifies anonymously via written statement. The budget documents are entered into evidence. At 2 p.m., the commission votes. Formal investigation into Pinnacle Ventures, independent audit of HR practices. Mandatory reporting to the City Office of Civil Rights for 2 years. Findings to be made public. Unanimous. William walks out of City Hall. Reporters swarm. He stops. Speaks 6 words. Transparency is the price of trust. Then walks away. 3 weeks later, settlement announced. Press release from Pinnacle Ventures. Stephanie Harris, terminated for cause. Amanda Foster, resigned, effective immediately. Richard Brennan, stepping down to spend time with family. Pinnacle Ventures agrees to $2.3 million settlement fund for all 14 complainants, plus future claims. Independent DEI audit, 6 months, results public. Mandatory anti-bias training, all staff, quarterly. Public diversity reporting, transparent metrics, updated quarterly. City oversight, 2 years minimum. Williams Company closes Series B, $4.1 million. 3 new investors who reached out after the hearing. Better terms than Pinnacle offered. EduBridge expands. 23 employees to 35. 156 schools to 220. Emma comes home from school. Dad, my teacher said you were on the news. She said you were brave. William kneels down. Eye level. We were brave, baby. All of us. They saw his skin before his credentials, but he made them see the system, the budget lines, the Slack messages, the 51 others who were paid to disappear. And once they saw the system, they had no choice but to see themselves. If this story resonated, leave a comment below. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because transparency isn't just about exposing what's broken, it's about believing we can fix it. Together. Subscribe for more stories where accountability wins. Hit that notification bell. And remember, receipts don't lie. Neither should we.